It is showtime. How you guys doing? I'm back. Welcome to the afternoon session here with Stock Markets with Bruce. I'm your Uncle Bruce. I'm everybody's Uncle Bruce. I'm the Uncle Bruce. I guess I'm an Uncle Bruce. I don't know. How you doing? Welcome one, welcome all to the second part. It's nice to see you here. We had a little bit of action here on GameStop, didn't we? Welcome one, welcome all to. There's the mute button there. Yeah, we had a little action on GameStop. It was kind of meandering around this 187 neighborhood. Wasn't really doing much. Back around 1240 today was 186.94, and then 187. Not much happening. And then from something like 121 until 125. It went up to 196.69. Took a nice little shot. Came back a bit. Went up to 195 again, back down to 193, and now we're at 193.06 or so. Kind of interesting. It was kind of nice to see this little pop just out of nowhere. We love those as those of us who follow the stock. If you're a fan of the stock going up, you like pops on the way up. That's how it goes. Okay, just so you know. Here's the chart right here, and that's the opening this morning. Had a nice opening, a lousy little run, but then an okay recovery to here, and then it meandered down here around 11 this morning there, and at 12 there it is at 1 o'clock, and then look at that. Zzz, it just that's a technical term. Zzz, up it went. Hit a high of 196.97 there, and then it's kind of been hanging around ever since. It's kind of hasn't gone back to here. It's now hanging around here. So 192.97, 193. Okay. Volume 8 million. Nothing to get cuckoo crazy for Cocoa Puffs over. Nothing like that. But we're not giving it back. We're taking. But I'm reading stuff. I like to read stuff. I like to hear stuff. I like to talk to people about stuff. I like stuff. Reading stuff about the company in a couple of publications, I guess we'll call it, to be fair. And I kind of like what I'm seeing, and I don't think I'm reading April Fool's stuff. I'm double checking to make sure I'm not getting sucked in, because you got to be careful about April Fool's on April Fool's. But anyway, Motley Fool, why GameStop soared 87% in March. Investorplace.com, the case for GameStop hitting $1,000 a share this year. Talking about the e-commerce play. May it be enough? May it not be enough? There are more and more articles starting to show up on GameStop that aren't from the traditional Wall Street sources that we're used to, that are completely negative about, this is a blockbuster waiting to happen kind of company. We're all used to that, and we just don't want to hear it. We're just not believing it. So it's up 308 a share. Nothing big happening with the stock. Like, it's not having the greatest day of all time, but it's having an interesting day. Gotta say, the Dow is doing well, up 154 points. S&P up 39.89, almost 40 points, and NASDAQ up 204 points. So the markets are good today. This being the day before Easter here, this is good. But AMC, oh man, it's bad news. Down 86 cents to 9.35, and we are pretty well at the low of the day right now. Yeah, we're right there. 61 million shares traded. It is official. The company has now confirmed that they are looking to sell more stock to raise money. That's essentially it. And I'm going to guess that what's happening here, and I think I'm reading this either on the line or between the lines. I'm getting this vibe. I think their bankers are telling them, look, we've extended you guys $6 billion in loans, and you guys cannot come to the bank for any more. I mean, you can't. You really can't. And so you guys would be wise to begin to look into some stock sales to raise some cash to pay down your debt. Maybe half the money you raise goes to debt reduction, the other half just kind of pile up money in your cash register for bills. And the market is not taking this very kindly. This is not going over well. And I'm going to guess that, unfortunately, for a lot of AMC investors, they are, playing with rent money and, money they can't afford to lose. And there are people here who are really overextended, and they're getting hit with perhaps margin calls if they are on margin, and hopefully they're not, or they're just beginning to throw in the towel. They're not hearing what they want to hear. They're not seeing what they thought they would be seeing here. 930 just dropped again. It's not looking good. This chart, I mean, look, I'm not making this up. I didn't draw this. Look at this chart. That's the opening this morning. It had a shot right down. It came back, almost came back. And then it's been a deterioration right down here now, right? This is where we are right now, right here. And that is 930 a share on 61.5 million roughly. That is not looking good. 91 cent drop. That's 10% today. Yikes. GameStop, had the dip, but now had the run, and it's holding the new plateau up here. Albeit it's up $3 a share. It's still a totally different picture from AMC today. They're going in opposite directions at this moment in time. Yikes. Vector Acquisitions down 56 cents a share today. It had a good week this week, but it is down 56 cents. Navstar, one of those SPACs I like, down a penny. Social Capital, IPOE, down a penny. Gores Holdings up 7 cents today, been up all day. VGAC, Virgin Group, up 2 cents, 10.20, just a little ahead of the market all day. Starboard down 3 cents, just under the market break-even line. Fortress Value up 13 cents, having a little better day again. That was around 9.95 a couple days ago. So, these are a little better, whatever. Vector, VanEck Vectors, SMH, up 8.46 a unit for those ETFs, all those computer chip companies. That's doing very well. The you know what I'm talking about, the stimulus program, the infrastructure announcement that Mr. President Biden made yesterday, not Mr. Biden, President Biden made yesterday. That is taking hold now. That the chip makers and investors in chip making companies are getting it. They're like, oh, like they're going to throw some serious money at this. Yes, they are. The United States government is going to make sure that funding a factory to build chips, especially in America, and I'm going to say exclusively in America, is a priority. And there could be generous incentives for enterprise to develop jobs in the United States, building and producing high-end computer chips. And the Vectors ETF is figuring out, wow, we better get in here. 865 is the gain to 252. Home Depot up $2. IBM down 22 cents. Dow Jones up 146. Microsoft up 577. Follow through on that contract from the Army yesterday. Apple only up 56 cents, but it's a gain. Tesla up down $3. Nothing much, but it's been a negative day look at Tesla all day. It started nice, not going nice now. It's just been so 692 for the high, now 664. We call that, in this business, we use the term yuck. I call weather yuck, and I call that chart a yuck chart today. It is what it is. Bed Bath & Beyond down 43 cents to 28.72. Just can't get over 30. BlackBerry up 12 cents to 8.56, having a terrible week. Cruise lines, Royal Caribbean up 85 cents. Norwegian up 8 cents. Carnival up 28 cents. Cruise lines refuse to back off very much in price. They are overpriced, in my opinion, but what can I tell you? People want to go cruising, and they're going to put their money where their desires are. They're going to buy stock in the company. It's not going to make you go cruising any sooner, but it makes your portfolio look good when it goes up in price. I guess that's a good thing, right? Who's gonna say that's not a good idea? Okay, there you have it, guys. Keith Gill, it looks like he has a nice gain in his portfolio, they say, because of his investment in GameStop. No kidding, Sherlock. Is he ever doing well? He is just loving life. He's doing great. Fantastic. I just saw something I have to check out here. Hang on a second. Bruce has a mistake going here. Hang on. Got to make an adjustment on the fly, everybody. Just hold on a second here while Bruce is clicking on his computer. Oh, this YouTuber, he could be so much better if he had his act together. Sometimes Bruce just doesn't have his act together. Here we go. Where am I? There I am. There we go. Okay, I've made a change. You'll probably notice it right now popping up on your screen. What a guy. Bruce. You really could do a lot better than what you're doing. Maybe he needs help. he needs help, all right. Yes, okay, so we're popping that up there, and yes, we have put in the members only mode. I forgot to set my channel to members only mode because it is next to impossible to read all the comments without the members only mode on there. And for members, we still love you, non-members. We really do. It's just that we are trying to, and we are very eager to keep away the evil forces that are out there, known as trolls and evildoers everywhere. And so we put these restrictions in so that just members can comment, and members love members, and it's all PG and it's all good. So thank you. Those of you who have become members of this channel, thank you. If you are thinking of becoming a member, I welcome you with open arms. We will all welcome you with open arms if you do choose to become a member of this channel. Thank you, all of you who've joined already today. I have to admit, I cannot tell a lie. I have been chuckling away for the last couple hours since I've been off the air because I had no idea. I had no idea this morning. Something big happened here. Something really big happened here early today, and I had no idea what actually took place, but something big happened here. I just wanted to, I'm just double checking where is that comment, if I can find it. Just hang on. Something big happened here. Here we go. I did not realize today that someone joined my channel, became a member of this channel, and I did not. It did not register in my brain who this was. It just didn't click. And I'm going to pop this person's name up here if I can. What can I do this? I can do it right here. Okay. So I'm gonna just say welcome, welcome, and then I'm gonna pop this in here, and you'll see this in just a sec. To my channel, all right, I'm gonna pop in. There's a name I'm gonna pop up here. Here it comes. There it goes, and then we'll highlight it right over here. I had no idea when this gentleman joined me today. I had no clue that this individual was a YouTuber. I have to admit, I have never heard of this YouTuber. That's like terrible. This Marky Plier. I still can't pronounce it. People have been trying to help me pronounce it. I still can't pronounce his name. This channel is the 95th largest channel on all of YouTube. This channel is the 84th most watched YouTube channel in the world. 15 billion views. This gentleman became a member of this group. So if you're joining me as a member here, you're joining him. And my editor called me on the phone after I got off the air and said, "Do you know what happened just about half an hour ago on your channel? Do you have any idea what do you have any?" I'm going, well, someone joined the group that's kind of like, kind of like important. She's, well, I'm trying to check into this, and I think this individual is this is real. This guy's the real one, and that's how you pronounce it. Mark Plier, Mark Goupli. I said, well, I got a private email. I also got a private, because I asked him to reach out to me with a private email because he wanted to offer my help if I needed help with YouTube. So he sent me an email. She goes, Oh my God. So I don't know who he is. And so she was explaining to me the channel. I found the channel before she even called. I had already watched a video he had done. I checked his stats, and I went, well, that's pretty cool. That's kind of the largest subscriber I've ever had of any of my channels. My Traveling with Bruce, so this one, and it's wonderful. I mean, it's just so cool, and I welcome him with open arms. I'm so honored. But I just wasn't aware of this particular channel. I mean, there are, as you know, 25 million YouTube channels, or is there 50 million YouTube channels? I don't know. And then there are the top 500. I'm nowhere in the top anything. I'm in the, I think my channel is the 280,000th largest channel on YouTube. I think that's where I rank. So I'm nothing. But he likes what I do, and likes how we interact with each other. And I'm just, what can I say? I just go, thank you for enjoying what I do. I thank my viewers every day. Thank you for being here and reacting with me and all this. This is fantastic. But I was pretty blown away. Anyway, yeah, pretty cool. Anyway, so I'm hoping that down the road, I actually indicated to him, if you've got like 10 minutes for a quick phone call, because I hate typing. I hate to type. I would love to do a quick 10, 15-minute phone call. Just you can help me out here. I got questions about YouTube that I'd love answered, but no one from YouTube will ever call me that I'm aware of. Maybe that'll change. I don't know. But I was yeah, it's pretty good. That's pretty good stuff. So we're having a good day here today, and we're very proud about it. And I'm very excited about it. And I'm getting a lot of you are reaching out to me. I've been asking, and I've been mentioning to you folks out there, I am in need of help. I get 200 emails a day. I get probably 100 junk emails a day, of which 30 to 40 are real, which then I shift over to the real pile. I get 20, 30, 40 that are not real in my inbox, which I shift over to junk. I get so-called brand deals or sponsorship deals that are pure bogus. They're complete frauds. It's scary. It is terrifying. When you're trying to run a channel, and you're trying to protect your identity, and you're trying to protect your channel's integrity, and there are people that are willing to get you, we're just dying to attack you. And so I'm just really worried. And so I kind of try to calm myself and go, okay, it's gonna be all right. And so I am just up to here in people contacting me. And it's just amazing. Now, I try to get back to as many of you as I can. Sometimes you'll only get a little thank you so much for reaching out to me, something like that, and I'll just say thank you, and I move on because I just cannot. I cannot give each person 10 minutes of an email. I would never be able to sleep and be on the air. I mean, it would just take me 28 hours a day to do work, and so I need help in this, in another area. And Jen is here, but Jen is not here to do this for me. We will be getting outside help. So I'm reaching out, and I'm putting the word out there. If you know someone that could be a manager for me, or someone that could handle my sponsorship and brand deals, or potential sponsorship brand, just because I don't have any, but I keep getting asked about these. I'm not experienced in negotiating that kind of stuff. I have 2 channels, Traveling with Bruce, which is 67,000 subscribers, and this channel 105,000, which is growing. And I have 1 million of you guys, which are fantastic. You're here, you come back to me, you talk to me. This is great. So I've got to build this channel's presence. I need to do online work. I got to get an Instagram account for this channel. I need a proper Twitter account. I need my Facebook page is Amateur Hour, but it could be improved upon. I need help, and so I am trying to figure out: is there one organization, one entity, one person, whatever? And I do not want to sign one of these management deals where I have to give away a huge percentage of what I do just for them to take me on, and all. That's not going to happen. So right now it's Bruce running the show, and it'll continue that way, and until we figure out, what the best thing's going to be. But again, I always say thank you for handling and tolerating this amateur hour that I provide you. Thank you all, and thank you for wanting to become a member anyway, which is just the greatest of compliments you could ever give a YouTuber, to say, like Julian, here you are. I'm so glad we have you in the world for another 3-4 decades. No joke here. Thanks, buddy, so much. I love it. Here, Mark Stokes. Thank you, Mark, becoming a member of this channel. I mean, this is everything right here. Super chats and becoming a member of this channel. Despite the amateur hour that I provide, I am pretty humbled by this, and I don't treat it lightly. I thank you all, and I will do whatever I can to protect my viewers and thank them, and bring you the best I can give you, because it's all about what you're getting right here. That's why this works. If I can't be here to interact with you like I'm hoping I am, then this channel dies. And so thank you guys, everybody. So anyway, there you have it. I've had a number of people reach out to me saying, I'm gonna introduce you to somebody. I know someone, this kind of stuff. And again, I appreciate that. I have no idea who the final individual or entity will be. I have no idea. I'm in Creston, British Columbia, Canada, 3 miles north of the U.S. border. The Idaho Panhandle is right down here. Coeur d'Alene, 2 hours, 20 minutes from my house. That is the nearest Costco to our house. We can't get there. We're not allowed across the border. No one's allowed in here. We're not allowed there. So we're isolated right now in British Columbia. And Jen and I are just kind of hanging out, trying not to get infected. So we're not leaving the house much. And when we do, we have our masks on just to be protected. British Columbia in the last 24 hours has had the worst outbreak since the beginning of the entire virus. Even now, it's unbelievable to me. We were down to 200 cases a day. We're now up over 1,100 cases a day again, and our hospitals are getting more visitations than before. So this is not good here. So we're being careful. Being 65, we're both 65, and we don't want to have an issue with that. So thank you, all of you, for tolerating us as we're locked up. And I hope someday we'll be able to get out and travel again, and we have big hopes, dreams, and aspirations to get out of the house and head to the U.S., get some cruises in, travel to Europe, and you name it. We want to travel, and we want to be enjoying warm weather in the winter and wonderful weather in the summer. And yes, we have we have needs. So we'll see what happens with all that. Thank you, all of you, for being here. The market right now, Dow up 117. S&P is up 36, almost 37 points. The S&P is at about record high right now, at about the record high. I think the Dow is also in and around its record high, if I'm not mistaken. Let me take a look here. The Dow at 33,259, that would be its high, and it's at 33,100. It's only 159 points away on a 33,000 point index. So that is right up there, 99% of the way. Very good markets here. The NASDAQ has had 2 days in a row, good days in a row. Yesterday, the NASDAQ was up a nice bunch of points. Today, up 196 more, and almost 1.5%. So pretty good. Ron W, thank you. Bruce, I have 51 shares at GameStop at 136. Should I sell half, all, and buy back in my Roth, or leave them alone? Question mark. For what to do with GameStop? You've got to decide your timing, how long you want to be a holder for. You've got to decide why you bought them, as far as, were you looking for an immediate return, a short-term return, or are you interested in holding this stock for the big corporate game plan that's going on? 192.72 is where you're at, so you're up, almost not quite $60, but you're doing all right. You've got to figure this one out. If you can you transfer into your Roth, or you have to sell and then buy back? I don't know how this works. I'm not an American tax expert here. I'm just a Canadian commentator on what I see happening in the market, giving my English explanation as to what I think is going on. But I like the GameStop story, as all of you should know. Zach King, thank you for becoming a member of this channel. Another one. Fabulous, Zach. Thank you. You've got to figure this one out. There's never a wrong reason for taking a profit on any investment you make. So that let's say that up front. You make a profit on investment, you're happy with it, you sell, you move on. It's okay. If you think the shares are too high and they're going to come back again and you want to buy them back, that's a strategy people are playing from time to time. On the other hand, there are others who are getting in here. The reason they're buying in here all day since 1:30 this afternoon, they've been picking up stock at a higher price all day than a lower price where the shares had been. They were down $2 all day and now they're up $2-3, is because I think they sense we're on the cusp of something breaking out. And my hunch is I just see the way this stock is acting the last 3-4 days, not giving up ground, even through the month end, last evening, just not giving up ground. This is telling me we are on the edge of something, and I'm going to guess what it is. The announcement of either all 8 new directors that are going to join the board or have been nominated to join the board, or the beginning of some of these 8. And I'm kind of hoping that's what it is. I would really rather the company kind of come out with a news announcement every once in a while with 1 or 2 names of the 8 and stretch this out for like a month. I want this company to make the life of a shorter, pure living hell. That's all I want. I want anyone who short this stock to go, what else are these guys going to do? Why doesn't this come down? They're killing me. That's what I want these guys to do. I want these guys to make the life of shorters very uncomfortable because they have been trying to make the life of you long holders unbearable. And this is payback time. And it's the markets. What can I say? Anyway, there it is. That is my hold or my hunch. People are saying hold. Welcome, Zach. They're welcoming the new one in. That's great. Anyway, there you have it. Just see what's going on. I know they'd be in here. Uncle Bruce is pretty easy to find if you're searching stock on YouTube. Anyway, there you go. Welcome one, welcome all. And what can I say? What can I tell you? Matt, very excited about Bruce expanding. Can't wait for the added membership perks. Thanks, Bruce. You will be, I have plans for you guys. You members, yes, I am very excited about how many of you are here and how many of you are joining every day. There will be more information coming your way through the membership link that you're going to be part of because of YouTube. I'm able to send you messages just as members only through the YouTube system that you've signed into. So that's great. And like I say, we have a lot of plans coming up here, and it's getting more exciting every day, every week. It's just unbelievable. Ryan, thank you for this. Good afternoon, Bruce. Did you get a haircut? No. Looks healthy. SPAC came across my radar, which may create waves. SPFR going to merge with Velo 3D, rendering of Billings. Serena Williams joined the board. Very good. The 3D thing is a big business, and it's exciting. And I like the Gores Holdings very much. The GHVI, really like Gores Holdings, and I like the fact that they're going to be merging with Matterport, which is a 3D imaging company for real estate agents and for Airbnb and others. Very, very excited about that deal. $13.94 on the Gore holding today, up 24 cents. It's been since I've mentioned this issue, it was around that 16 mark. It went up to 27, 28 bucks. It went down to 11.15 for a sheer brief moment. Now back into this $13.94, $14 neighborhood. And I'm looking forward to those two completing their merger and listing as Matterport. All 7 SPACs that I've been mentioning to you out there, I think we're going to be extremely busy keeping an eye on them and following their exploits going forward. And I'm looking forward to updating you all on all the 7 SPACs that I follow. Drew Nissen, Drew, thank you for becoming my latest, greatest member of this channel. Thank you. You're joining some really good people here, and I'm welcoming you on board with everyone else. Nice of you to pop in and become a member, and you get to use your emojis now. And We're having fun. Thank you, everybody, for this. Very, very appreciative of all of it. Fantastic. It is Thursday, the day before Easter. Tomorrow's Friday, Good Friday. The markets are closed. I will not be on the air tomorrow. It is unlikely I'll be on the air at all. I'll be trying to get some sleep. I'll be trying to address my emails. I'll be trying to keep up with things. There may be a video coming out, so keep an eye open for that. We'll watch watch for that. Oh, here we are. Here we go. Ron, thanks, buddy. Ron has taken the leap. He's jumped in. Now is also a member. Thank you, Ron, for all your support of my channel. I really appreciate it. I know you've been here for a while, and I'm glad you're also a member now. So tomorrow's a day off, kind of. Although I will likely it's likely you'll see a new video coming out. And this channel is still evolving as we are going forward here. As many of you can understand, this channel really took off at the end of January. That's when the GameStop story blew out and really went parabolic. And I began to go live, feeling that a lot of you were asking me questions on my chat pages about GameStop, and I could just sense by the questions that you guys were lost. You were out in a field of giant field of corn and not know which direction to go. And I thought, I better go live and start talking about GameStop. And maybe this is a couple of days I'll do this. Yeah, famous last words. I've been live almost every day, Monday to Friday, since late January. Now here we are in April, still going strong, and viewers from around the world. Absolutely incredible, absolutely phenomenal. Jenny Foe, thank you, Jenny, for becoming a member of this channel. Another female member, fabulous. And also Asa Dang, thank you, Asa Dang, for becoming a member as well. My newest, latest, greatest members. They're all here. And 3 months later, still going strong, showing no signs of letting up. Now that we have a membership program with this channel, I'm even more dedicated to it. And it appears that it's working fairly well. People are able to communicate with each other, which is great. That was kind of the intent part of it. And also, it's a little easier for me to keep up with these comments rather than leaving it wide open for 8, 10, 12,000 people at a time to just jump all over us. It's a little better than we have not. So there we are. All kinds of fun comments coming in here. Thank you, guys. Robert, been watching for a while. Bought some GameStop at 90. Right on. This is good stuff. Many beautiful apes are coming in here. Welcome, Jenny, and to this family. Fantastic. Everybody, we love you. Bruce, thank you, guys. Love you too. Really thrilled how the channel is growing, and this interaction is fantastic. It's just couldn't ask for more. I've got something coming pretty soon. I'm kind of excited. We've got something arriving here sometime today, but we're not exactly sure when. And I'm keeping my eyes open and my ears peeled for this unmistakable sound of a delivery vehicle. But I'm not sure if it's going to make it in time or not. It wasn't supposed to be necessarily here during the air, but if whatever arrives during this show, you'll see it. But if not, you'll probably see it tomorrow on a special video. But something's coming, and I'm not telling you what it is. I'm excited about this. We'll see what's going on. Welcome all of you. Thank you, Prince Harry. I look like you. We're we're thrilled too, Bruce. Can I troll you for $20? $20 a minute. Go on, people. Hit that thumbs up button. The 100,000 plaque. That's something I kind of wanted to talk to Marky Pellier about. Actually, I wanted to ask him about the 100,000 plaque because apparently the plaque is delivered. It's handed out at YouTube's discretion, I guess is the word. It's not an automatic. Just because you get there doesn't mean you automatically get it. They have to sort of review your channel and decide whether you're worthy. I'm so worthy. I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. And so I'm kind of wondering, though, we are in the middle of a pandemic, aren't we? And I kind of get the impression that even over at YouTube, they're also kind of, working remotely. And so it's possible that the plaque thing is kind of gunked up. The whole plaque thing is not working as it should be. I don't know. I'm just wondering, is that the case? Anyway, I was going to ask Marky Pellier about that. To just say, hey, listen, do you know anyone over there? Could you just could you ask? Is there anyone to ask? I don't know. Is there a department about that? I have no idea. So we'll see. We'll see if that. I would love to display it. Believe me, I would like to have that right back here. Oh yeah. Do I want that? Man, do I want that. Anyway, the suspense, Uncle Bruce's suspense. It would be nice to like 25 grays in on Friday. It would be nice to like 25 grays in on Fridays. It would be nice to like. I don't know what that means. I can't find it over there either. Anyway, we'll see what's going on here. Let's send Bruce a fake plaque and get him all excited. He's got something till the real one arrives. Oh no. Oh my gosh. What else is going on here? Oh, Valerie is here. We have a new member. Valerie. Hi, Valerie. Welcome to the gang. Nice to have you here today. It's so good to see you. And another female member. This is really good stuff. This is really good stuff. Thank you for joining in. Anyway, we'll see what's going on. Cav is in the house. Hey, Cav, how you doing, buddy? Welcome. Fake plaque should be with a golden bagel. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. Welcome, Valerie, to the gang and the family. The ladies love Bruce. Thank you. What's up, Cav? Michael's asking. Sid all filed for bankruptcy? Sounds like fake news. Welcome, Valerie. Yes, a golden bagel. CNBC, they say, they got a commercial on there. At 100,000, they pay you for any ads. At 100, they pay you for any ads you allow in. Don't do it. It spoils chat and content. I don't think that's actually it. No, I don't think that's it. Anyway, give us some stats. Your opinion on GameStop. What do you think about T.O. Bruce? Thank you, Bertie. I like it. I like the GameStop, but right now it's 189.10. It's down a little now. It got a little dip coming in here right now. We'll see if this has got much of it to it. It's right now back to 190 again. And next up for Bruce is the Moon, of course. Let's see. And the Golden Bagel Award goes to. There you go. We're in the red now. Yeah, we're down. We were down a little. We're now up 16 cents to 189.98. Have we got an attack going on? That's the question. Short attack right now. Buy the dip. Colin dangerously feeling fine after the first dose. Got a shot. Should we buy VIAC? Should we buy VIAC? I don't have an opinion on these others. That's Viacom, isn't it? That's not the one you're asking me about. And I've been saying kind of no. Uncle Bruce, check out the news today from Fiat Chrysler, a.k.a. STLA, Stellantis electric car sales will be tripled. Is that a good buy? I'm not sure. I would not be jumping up and down all over other electric car makers right now because looking at how Tesla had to do what they did, it took them years to get it figured out. And these other guys are Johnny-come-latelys. I just don't know how that's going to go. Anyway, we'll see what's going on. And we have a new member. What is that? Dom the man is in as a member. Welcome, Dom the man. Nice to have you here today, and I appreciate you joining us. Ron, what is that? Hey, Bruce, do you know the difference between a toilet bowl and a frying pan? If not, please never invite me over for dinner. Please don't invite me over. Let's see here. Can you eat a mini bagel and get us over 190, please? 189.54 is where I see the shares right now at 8.6 million volume. Very quiet with a little down dip here at the moment. We'll see what if that has any legs to it or not. We'll see. Thank you all for popping by and making your comments. It's appreciated. We are now, what do we got now? 21 minutes to go until the close. The Dow's up 110, the S&P up 36, and NASDAQ up 202. So we've got an okay day going here. No complaints. We're watching to see what the market wants to do for the rest of the day today, and watching the fallout and the kind of what the market thinks of this infrastructure program announced by the president last night. That's going to work its way through the markets. but it has to pass the Congress and the Senate. It should have no trouble passing Congress. The majority of Democrats can do that. It's the Senate, and this is where one or two members either way can make things kind of yucky, and we'll have to watch that closely. Again, it's not my country. I'm in Canada. It's up to Americans to figure out what's going to happen in America. But I sort of think that America needs this, probably has needed it for a while. Hopefully this will happen soon, and it'll happen in a big way, but I think it's got months of wrangling in front of it, but that's part of the game, isn't it? Ryan Hensler, Bruce, last minute stock picks before the close. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Ryan, for the donation. Yeah, the shares of GameStop, $188.77 done $1. I'm hardly concerned about this, really. Not much of a worry. The AMC, unfortunately, 924 down 97 cents. It got as low as 915 today. So AMC under pressure today, unfortunately. That has definitely been interfering with the works there. But the big markets, the big boards here, they're holding right in there. New York up 115, S&P up 38, NASDAQ up 205. Oil is up 213 a barrel. I'm surprised at that. 61.29. Pretty good day for oil. What can I say? It's hanging right in there. Bruce, maybe tomorrow we can see your valuable Diamond Age comic book collection. There is no Diamond Age comic book collection in this guy's holdings at all. There's nothing like that. Anyway, what can I say? Jennifer has a comic book she's proud of, but I'm not a comic book collector of sorts. I have comic books left over from a store I used to have, a sports card store, comic book store combined from the early 90s, and that should set alarm bells off for some of you folks going, oh, he's got comics from the early 90s. Ooh. So I don't have anything, I don't have anything vintage, although they are 30 years old now. Gotta say, they are 30 years old, but they're hardly rare.
Retro, or is that vintage?
Yeah, are vintage classic? Are those classic? I don't know about that. Anyway. Bruce, on infrastructure, AOC and others want this to be a $10 trillion deal. I'll tell you right now, I think the United States of America should make it a $10 trillion package. They really should. Yeah, make it 20 years, $500 billion a year, or make it 14 years and make it $700 billion a year. Make it 10 years and make it $1 trillion a year. Yeah, absolutely, and then funded with 30-year bonds, 30-year bonds at 2.5% interest. Inflation will wipe that out. That's free money for 30 years, free money to build bridges today that will last 50 years, to build upgrade highways, ports, airports, schools, the internet, convert America to solar and wind and get it off of fossil fuels. Huge opportunity, a once in a lifetime for free money. Free money. This money to be paid back doesn't ever have to be paid back. In 30 years, you roll it over again. The borrowers will be more than happy to keep funding that money, because $1 trillion borrowed this year in 30 years is not $1 trillion anymore. Inflation adjusted, it'll be $600 billion. 30 years after that, it'll be $300 billion. Debt that has been rolled over from the 50s to the 60s or to the 90s to the 220, it's pennies on our current dollar. This is what a lot of economists just don't seem to want to talk about. America could easily fund so much more. This is actually baby steps. $2 billion over 10 years are baby steps. I hate to say it, because so many bridges, I don't know how many, 8,000 bridges in the United States. It's a staggering number. It's mind-numbing, the number. Actually need maintenance that has been delayed for a decade in many cases, that are really overdue, and that'll eat up this money in no time. It's not enough money, to be honest. It just isn't enough. But politically, there's another deal here, and I can't go there. I don't want to go there. Thanks, Uncle Brucey. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Appreciate this. Brucey punk rock. Thank you guys. John, honestly, I don't think they can keep up past the slightest bit of good news. Their pain is getting really real. Let's see here. 25 trillion infrastructure, 10 trillion social aid, and UBI 10 trillion to the military. Vote for me. I'll give you your money back. Bruce, don't you think it's that's going to kill the dollar? No, because this is the dollar. It's America. America makes that kind of an investment in America, makes America that much more attractive for business to come to. It just is it's a win-win. I mean, it's a slam dunk winning deal. A stronger, more modern America is a kind of place that business will want to come to, and business will want to expand into. It's just a no-lose. It's a non-losing bet. I can see pension funds happily investing in America. Just yeah, absolutely. The thing that a lot of you may not realize is a lot of American pension funds and other investment funds are investing their money overseas in brand new rail networks, airport expansions overseas, railway stations, highways, bridges, underground tunnels through mountains. American money has been investing in infrastructure globally for the last 25 years. Why? Because America won't do it. So they can't invest in American infrastructure projects. So they're investing in overseas infrastructure projects all over Europe, China, Australia, New Zealand, everywhere but the USA. This would be a nice little turnaround. Why don't we have these dollars? Why don't you have these dollars stay home and employ Americans with American technology, American engineering, American steel, American pavement, American muscle. And this is the greatest make-work project America could ever give itself for zero money. The interest rates are so ridiculously, laughingly low. It's free money. It's so in front of you. Just take it. Just take it. And I don't know why in the last 5 years it hasn't been done. I was sure the Trump people would do it. I thought for sure. You got a businessman in office? Yeah, it didn't happen. I can't believe it. Well, so we'll do you guys maybe should do it now. Chris, off topic, but as the EV market matures, Toyota, Ford, VW catch up, do you think Tesla might pop rather precipitously? I think that they will have a wonderful market share. They've got a bit of a pedigree now. They have a bit of a reputation for reliability of their systems. The vehicles, there are now 6, 7, 8-year-old Teslas out there still running, not falling apart. The company has found ways to keep upgrading their models all the time. I don't think Tesla will ever have an issue. I think the other companies are going to have the issue. They have got to step up their game to catch up to Tesla. That will be an interesting thing to watch. Whisker Wagon has become the newest, latest, greatest member of this channel, and I welcome you, Whisker Wagon, to the show and the gang. Nice to have you here. This is absolutely fantastic. High-speed rail. Oh man, fan of the automobile. I don't think we need a super rail like Japan. Not this money grab high-speed rail going on now, which is just a small segment. This is the problem with America and Canada too. I'm going to include my country. We cannot build super projects in these countries because of the litigation. We are so good at defeating ourselves, Canadians against Canadians and Americans against Americans. It just blows my mind how we stub our toe so many times on unbelievable opportunities to build incredible things, and it's really unfortunate. What can I say? It just is what it is. Anyway, there you have it. What can I say? Let's go here. Don't want to talk politics if at all possible. I just want to talk economics if that's at all possible. I don't know. It's hard to do though. So hard to do. What can I say here? It's all right. I still love you guys. Here we go. It hurts. Touched 199 today. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I cannot fathom why Hertz is trading at that level. But I'm not that. I don't know. Get Spinal Tap's manager Ian Faith to manage me. Maybe I need Ian. But we got to avoid Boston because that's not much of a college town. We got to stay away from Boston. Not much of a college town at all. I love that movie. Spinal Tap, man, I love that movie. What can I say? No one can understand. It's insane. Wally's World. Ha ha. I hate flying. I'd rather take a train. I tell you, I did get a dream, a bucket list item of mine fulfilled back in Christmas 2014 and January 2015 when I was able to, Jen and I were able to ride a high-speed rail from Berlin, Germany to Paris, France, through Frankfurt and Salzburg. We transferred in Salzburg to a French high-speed rail after being on the German high-speed rail, and rolled into Paris with that. And then we were able to grab the Channel, the high-speed train from Paris to London under the Channel, under the English Channel. That was fantastic too. So there were 3 different train systems that we got to ride in about a 4-day time frame, and it was wonderful. It was absolutely wonderful. All 3 are unique in their own way, and they were very nice and smooth as silk. I mean, just the ride was smooth as silk. Service was great. Fantastic. Someday I would love to try the high-speed trains in Japan. The Masters, they've been doing it since the 60s. I would really like to be on their thing. The ice train in Germany, exactly. The Channel, loved it. Eurostar, Paris to London, really enjoyed it. Like riding on a pillow, such a nice way to travel. And the windows are huge. The views are great. It was really cool. There were times when we were traveling beside a highway. We'd be beside an expressway, 2 lanes each way, 4 lanes each way, and we were just going. And with the cars, we're watching it. Not even close. They couldn't keep up to us. We were leaving them in the dust. We were going 120 miles an hour or faster, and these cars were going at 60, 70 miles an hour. We were leaving them behind. It was great, and we were just smooth. So you'd have a cup of coffee on your table in front of you, and it would just sit there, and you're looking at the liquid, and it's not moving. It's fantastic. And the speedometer would tell you how fast we were going in kilometers. It was great. Really enjoyed that. Roaring Kitty posted Hans Gruber falling from the Nakatomi Plaza. Would that be hedge funds falling down? We're back to 190 on GameStop, by the way. I love that movie. Let's see. Bruce, going through the Channel a la Mission Impossible. Japan trains are great, but really crowded a lot of the time. Shinkansen, the Channel Tunnel across with the car is awesome. Oh, the Channel Tunnel with a car. Yeah, I've seen videos, YouTube videos, how you can drive your car onto the train that's going under the Channel, and you drive inside the train, and you get right up to the very front, and the guy gets you there. You stop. Then he keeps walking to the next car, loads up the train. You can get out of your car, and then you go into, they have an upper level. Fantastic. Just really cool. Absolutely. Jordan, we'll talk about a high-speed train from Edmonton to Calgary, but that's a pipe dream. It's always a pipe dream. There's always studies. There's always, panels to discuss it. Yeah, that's as far as it ever gets in North America. You get to a discussion stage, and that's the end of it. And this thing in California is a disgrace, an absolute disgrace. The high-speed train between LA and Frisco that will never be completed. And the money has been raised, and the government dollars are there, and it's still all mucked up. An absolute disgrace. It shows just how inept certain agencies are, governments, regional, and then the court systems and the environmentalists. It's absolute pathetic. And in the meantime, the highways in California are just chock full of gasoline burning cars. It's just it's amazing. It's amazing. A high-speed train between LA and Vegas, perfect sense. Makes perfect sense. Never gonna happen. I just don't see it happening. They talk about it. They're good at talking. But no, definitely recommend El Ave in Spain goes from Barcelona to Madrid. I would imagine that is pretty cool. The French trains, unbelievable. Hans Gruber, Booby, Hans, Booby. I'm your white knight. Stock market, Bruce. Snowpiercer is the deal if you like trains. Bruce, if you were in France, you would be doing 186 miles an hour at least. Exactly. TGV from Vitesse. V for Vitesse. Yep. El Ave es muy rápido. Jane, Canada as well. Unfortunately, there's no educating. I know you can't do it in Canada. We talk about it. That's all Canadians do. Talk. No money, no shovels in the ground, no guts, no leadership, and no one to drive it through. No one. And that's the problem. We're far too polite to get the job done. It's sad. Tim, the ultra high speed in Shanghai is spectacular to ride. Unga, it goes like 300 kilometers. Can't quite remember. Ron, Bruce, you told before that you do not own GameStop shares, but that's not completely true because I'm holding one here for you with your name on it. Well, Ron, hang on to it. I don't own any stock. I don't have any. I don't own any shares. You know, I'm not taking delivery of any stock here. Sarah, in the 90s, I was on a sleeper train from London to Scotland. Well, most of the way to Scotland. Jane, is sad, isn't it? Is sad. Liam, any information on the IRX dropping almost 90% in the last 3 months? No idea what that is. Eduardo, it's 20 minutes sitting in your car or just beside it. That's all it is. 20 minutes the other side. It's awesome. How are we doing for time? 4 minutes to the end of the day for the New York Stock Exchange as we're getting close to the end of the day here. The Dow up 153 points and S&P up 43. That's a record high. We've got NASDAQ up 221 today. We're having a good day. On GameStop 190.40. That's recovered from the little dip here. It's not doing much. It's just a calm, quiet day. The Dow Jones, like I said earlier, the all-time high is 33,259 for the Dow. It's right now 33,141. So it's 118 points away from an all-time high for the Dow. That close, not even a third of a percentage point is where I see it. Very, very interesting. That's the Dow. GameStop 190.38 up 55 cents. AMC 938 down 83 cents today. Pretty tough day on AMC, unfortunately. Yes, Wally's World. I took one from Venice to Paris, and it was really nice. Don't remember the name. Went through Switzerland. Elon wants to build super tunnels. I hear you. North American high-speed trains equals 20 minutes to save between Washington and New York because it stops less. Bruce, we had a high-speed rail during the W. Bush admin approved by our state government, did not want to pay the upkeep. It's sad. It was a big miss. Yep, opportunities lost. Jobs created, unbelievable. Tourism developed, unbelievable. Not good. Last few minutes, apes, hang in there. 190 on the GameStop. Like putting LRT in Hamilton, what's it been now? 15 years? Not happening. Rail in Vancouver to LA. Oh gosh, would it be high speed? Wouldn't it be something? I will stop there too. Might get kicked off of here. DF posted multiple tweets today regarding April Fools, including a roaring kitty, paper hands one. Alexander, as someone who voted for Cali Rail, it's very upsetting. Voters have spoken. It was passed. It's the end of the story. But no, it's not the end of the story. That's the sad part. Jeff, Bruce, what's the word on LATN Global Pharma SPAC? Saw a YouTube video from Benzinga. Don't know anything about the LATN Global SPAC. Don't know anything about it. Loreto, can't wait for high-speed trains from coast to coast. Don't hold your breath, kids. Dana, Bruce, you are the only person I follow on YouTube, let alone paid or listen to watch. Dana, thank you for your trust in me. I appreciate you being here. Wally, a glitch fizz, that is awesome. I will keep dreaming. It'll happen for me and my gen. Chris Castle, Americans Against High-Speed Rail never rode high-speed rail and most likely will never travel abroad. Or maybe they just like being touched up by the TSA. Maybe that's it. I don't know. Where are we at now? 189.77. Coming into the end. Sorry about that. Finishing up here, we are finishing it off, 189.87, finishing it off the last minute or so of the day, watching for the last of it. And where are we at? 50 seconds to go, 50 seconds, and we're done for the day. Pardon me, 190.70, a little pop at the end here. Very quiet day. Up 179 on the Dow, which is doing all right. But we're not going to have much else on, I think, on GameStop. Justin, Bruce, I ran a channel called Bucket List Boys for years, have lost of experience with this stuff and brand deals. Would love to hop on a call chat since you don't like typing. Congrats on your success. Oh, Justin, send me an email. Send me an email on my email address. It should be right here. You can talk to me right there, and I'd be happy to talk to you. GameStop, 190.40 is the last trade of the day, up 58 cents. At this moment, we're going to have to wait until another 20, 30 minutes for the final trades to settle out on the market. Volume 9.1 million today. Absolutely nothing on the day before Easter. Kind of would make sense that on the on the day before Good Friday, not a lot to happen. That is where we're at. right there. Sorry, folks, I'm swallowing in the wrong pipe. What can I say? The old man is losing it. Thank you, everybody, for being here. 190.40. We're at 190.40 in the aftermarket. Not much going on. That's the deal. That is the deal of the closing market right now. We're going to stick around here for about an hour for the aftermarket, see what's going on, and see what happens. Let's make the final 190.40 is what they say in the curling game. Make the final 190.40. 190.94 on the aftermarket. All right, there it is. We'll see if anything happens now with the aftermarket. The Dow closing up 173 points to 33,154. S&P up 46.9. NASDAQ up 223. Very good day for the big markets. Very, very good day. And that's giving a good overall feel and a vibe to the market as a whole. And that's what we got. So there you go. Bruce, take a minute to drink some water. Please, someone please send Uncle Bruce some Ricola and some teas. Are you talking about these? You talking about these Ricolas? I got Ricolas. And then we have a throat tea of some kind. I haven't tried that yet. Jen tried it the other day and lost her voice for a while. It was kind of weird. Anyway, Jay Ray, only train I've been on was from Buffalo to Manhattan. Not sure if that was high speed. I don't think so. I don't believe Buffalo to New York trains are known as high speed trains. I don't think so. Ricola. Thank you, everybody, for all of that. Lemon tea, someone's saying. Ricola for Bruce. That's the stuff. The throat coat works. Fidelity Active Trader is pretty good. People are saying fantastic. That's the deal on the market there. What can I tell you? Trains. Oh my gosh, yeah, trains. Those ice trains in Germany. They're so. I mean, when you're in Berlin after a few days, they're everywhere. I mean, it's just you see trains all over. There are a number of train stations in Berlin. That's the other thing about Europe that North Americans don't quite get until they are there. You're in a city like Berlin, and there's like 5 main railway stations, including the big one, the Hauptbahnhof, the great big one, which is in itself an architectural wonder. I've gone there not to go on a train. I've just gone there to walk around this place and just see it. It's 6 levels of train tracks. Unbelievable. And trains from everywhere, trains from other countries coming in, just like aircraft, dropping passengers off from Poland, taking passengers to Chechnya, going to Austria. And then there's the French rail. I mean, there's more and more cooperation being done between EU members. So you can take trains all across Europe in a seamless connection. I remember when Jen and I took our train from Berlin. I think we were supposed to leave at about 20 after 10 in the morning, something like that. Track number 5 or whatever it was, and we were there 20 minutes before, and we were waiting, and 10 minutes to go, no train, and we got an alert. The train is late. This was a scandal. The train was late. First, they said it would be 5 minutes late. Then it was 10 minutes late. And after the third alert, because we're just watching the board as it's changing, then my phone lit up. I got an email from Deutsche Bahn. The German rail company sent me an email because I had purchased my tickets using the internet. And I got an email apologizing to me and my wife for this delay. I'm going, American Airlines doesn't do that. Delta would never do that. apologies, and we were getting a 30% refund automatically. It would be credited to our credit card immediately. We're already in the wrong here. You're getting 30% of your money back. And then the train did arrive, I guess, with 25 minutes behind schedule. And another alert came up, and it said, again, apologizing for this. We're so sorry. However, please take the train. When it arrives, get on your train. We know you have purchased a ticket to Paris. We know that. And we're telling you right now, you are not going to make your connection in Frankfurt because your train, the train that you're going to get on will be gone by the time you get there. We don't hold up other trains. This train is late, but no one else is going to be late. So when you get to Frankfurt, please go to the first class customer help desk because we had first class tickets, and they will reroute you. So fantastic. So we're on the train. And we leave the station, and about 15 minutes later, the porter comes by, checking all of our tickets. My ticket is on my phone, and I was mentioning that we're going to Paris, but I guess we've missed our connection. He said, "Oh yes, I've been alerted to this, sir." It's perfect English, by the way. And I'll be bringing you a new itinerary for you. Oh, thank you so much. And about half an hour later, he came by with a piece of paper that he printed off a printer on board to show us, here's what you're going to do now. You're going to go to the lounge in the first class lounge in Frankfurt, take your suitcases off this train, go into the lounge, and they will direct you to your next train there. And they've already arranged for you 2 train rides. You're going from Frankfurt to Strasbourg in France, and that'll be about an hour and a half or so. And then you'll be there for 30 minutes, and then you're going to catch the French high-speed train from there to Paris. Fantastic. And so that's how it worked. We got to Frankfurt and got off the platform. It's all calm. It's all clean and spotless. The entire train station is covered in a glass roof. All the trains are electric, so you're not smelling diesel and fumes. It's all electric. And there are all these kiosks at the end of the track, food kiosks, tons of them. And we went into the first class lounge and went to the counter. Oh, hello, Mr. Frommert. Yes, we've been expecting you. Here are your new tickets. You're all looked after. Your refund has been processed automatically. This is just unbelievable. So we then went to the couple of food centers and picked up some food to take on board our train. And 15 minutes later, we're on board our next train. We had our seats reserved, all in first class with a table between Jennifer and I. Oh, it's beautiful. And then we rode into Strasbourg in France and got out there and had to get off the train, go down an escalator, go underneath another escalator, come up the track number, whatever. And then we were waiting for our train, and we saw this high-speed train coming in about 10 minutes later, 15 minutes later, here it comes. And we ended up getting on the train in the first class compartment and saw the porter one time. He just checked our tickets, and that's the last time we saw him. And I think it was 3 hours later, we were in Paris, and just great, just beautiful. 186 miles an hour, unbelievable. Yeah, beautiful. Just an absolute whole other world, another existence, a complete different mentality. Trains are a national priority, and the voters just expect it, demand it. It better be there. And it doesn't matter if the train company actually makes or loses money, because it's subsidized and backed by the taxpayers. So rather than build all these fancy highways for just cars, they have put their money into the train system and the subway system and the bus system, the tram system in all the cities. So you go from your rail car to a tram that takes you within a half a block of your house. I mean, you don't even need a cab to get onto a national rail system from most homes in Berlin. It's that efficient, and it's demanded, and it's delivered, and it's electric, and it's been that way forever. Amazing, just amazing. And you're just using this, and you're thinking to yourself, gosh, wow, this would be just so great in Calgary, or would be so great in Los Angeles. It would be incredible in San Francisco. It would be, oh my gosh, to travel like this in this comfort and in this convenience, in this clean way, and the schedules. I mean, gosh, Berlin to Paris, 10 trains a day, each direction, 1,000 passengers each train. I mean, it's just no problem. There's always seats available between Frankfurt and Berlin, and Munich and Berlin, and Madrid and Paris, and Barcelona to Marseille, and wherever you want to go. I mean, it's just, Zurich to Vienna, Vienna to Bonn, Bonn to Hamburg, Hamburg to Kassel, Kassel to Amsterdam. Connectivity. It's just seamless, and it's computers. And the Europeans are just going, what's the big deal? This is how we do it. We have 400 million people like America does. We've got all these countries over all this distance like America does, and it just works. It just works. It just works. What can I say, guys? It is what it is, and you just have to buy into it. But that's the problem. America and Canada did not buy into it, and I can't say what more I can't say. Like, I commuted for a year to work by train. Great time to relax and read. And what else is coming through here? Thank you, everybody. Eurostar to London is struggling, though. I don't know about that. They're expanding that network further out. I was there to visit a doctor. I lose myself in it. So how did I know to go first? Very impressive what they have done there in Berlin. Let's see here. Other comments. Check out Simply Trains on YouTube. It's pretty cool. GameStop is my second biggest moneymaker today, even though it only went up 0.8%. Closing at 190.40 now at 190.79. Not much going on in the aftermarket. Does Sweden have the biggest subway in the world? I'm not sure about that. Since Bruce lived in the Caymans, I have a feeling he and Jen drink the crazy tiki bar drinks. Well, we couldn't really afford them in the Caymans. I mean, we didn't go out very much in the Cayman Islands like the tourist would. Because it's rather expensive. It's a very expensive place. So we would, we'd buy alcohol at our local booze shop, buy the mix at the grocery store, and then enjoy at home. But of course, we would have visitors coming to see us, and we would take them out to our favorite fast food restaurants or our favorite local hangout spots for the local food. And then we would have the barbecue going at our place to really have some nice steaks and treat them up right and show them the island. Fantastic. If a Japanese bullet train leaves or arrives seconds late, they issue a formal apology to the passengers. There you go. Let's see. In Av, if it delays 15 minutes, you get a full refund on the cost of your ticket. Full refund. It's absolutely unacceptable to be late. I think Stockholm has one of the deepest stations in the world as far as underground goes. Okay, right on. Let's see here. Thank you, everybody. Love talking trains. I'm looking for train comments. Matt is asking, Bruce, do you demand a GameStop squeezed in January? Correct? In your experience, have you ever seen a stock squeeze more than once in a 3-month time frame? I've rarely seen a squeeze like we saw, but I also know it's not over because I've never seen the interference with the squeeze that I saw as well. The broker interference, unprecedented. And this game isn't over. Then that's also what I think is going on here. Let's see. In Chicago, if the red line is late, you get a homeless guy apologizing on behalf of the CTA. A smooth wake. Bruce, when you say Chechnya, you mean Czech Republic? I mean Czech Republic. If I'm mispronouncing things, it's totally my fault from just not being there enough. And I got to go back. I just got to go back there. The rats carry your bags out of Penn Station, by the way. They're very convenient. If you leave the train station in Dallas at 4:20 p.m. and stop in Tulsa at 4:20 p.m., how many are drinking vodka? Oh, man. Thank you, everybody. We're having too much fun here. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you. I'm looking for a train from New York to Florida. Damn, it's pricey. Planes are cheaper. How can this be? Exactly. I definitely want to do some train travel in Europe. It's part of your vacation. I love these train passes that they have. These they're called Euro Rail passes. So you can get a Euro Rail pass for just one country, two countries, three countries, five countries, and you can have them for so many days of travel in a month, or so many days of travel in a 30-day period, or unlimited travel in a certain amount of time. First class, second class. Yeah, really handy. I would have bought a Eurorail pass had we been in Europe longer. I have not yet been in Europe long enough with Jen to be able to do that. But that is something that is definitely, that would be in our wheelhouse if we were to be in Europe longer, say a month or two, and we wanted to travel Spain, France, Germany, Switzerland, Austria, Italy, and other countries. I would love to get a full-blown unlimited and just go, go, go. Internet on board the train as well, so you can pull your laptop up, use your phone. You can send emails, check quotes, whatever. Fantastic. Anyway, there you go. You ever been to Belgium, my country, Bruce? As an adult, no. As a child, maybe. My mother and father, we went to Germany. My father was in the Canadian Army, and through NATO from 59 to 62, we came across by ship, and I may have been through Belgium, just touched it, but certainly nothing I can remember. Of course, appreciate all you do. Have a nice weekend. Thank you, Matt. Do you have to pay capital gains taxes if you buy stock using a VPN? Do you have to pay? Well, I think you're going to pay capital gains no matter what you do, unless that's a trick question. If you get a Euro Rail pass, just keep track of the French labor strike schedule. That's true. You have to watch for that. Let's see here. Simply Trains channel on YouTube will show you all kinds of trains. It's really cool. There are some fantastic YouTube channels where people have taken a train and they give you the whole experience. They're walking into the terminal, and they're going up the escalator, or heading for the train track, or they're going to buy their ticket from the machine, and then they're going to the rail line, whichever rail line they have to go to, and they're telling you what they're doing, or they type on the bottom. You just read what they're doing, and you hear all the sounds of the track and the station, and you see the people coming and going, and then the train comes in, and people get off, and then you get on, and it's cool. It's just so cool. And then the train leaves the station, and you're watching the world going by at 180 miles an hour. It's unreal. So cool. Yes, I lived in Paris for a summer as a kid. I have to go back as an adult. You do. You absolutely do. Very cool. Matthew, is a train pass only good for EU countries? Depends. There are all kinds of them. So you can do this internet. You can do this on the Google. You can look into this very easily. I enjoyed my trip from New York to South Carolina, but buying food in the dining car is a killer. Very expensive. True. Yeah. Let's see here. More comments. Hang on. You guys, what if we take a group GameStop train ride after the cruise? What we can do is we take a cruise across the Atlantic, and we get to Barcelona, and we get off the train there. We spend a few days in Barcelona, checking it out, and then take a group train ride to Paris, or maybe Madrid first. Do Madrid for a while, then go to Paris, see the Paris area, then take a river cruise for 14 days from Paris somewhere into Australia, Austria, Switzerland, whatever. Train ride up to Berlin. Oh my gosh, endless. I used to live in Berlin. Great times. Neukölln, Kreuzberg, living the life of a bohemia. I can imagine. Stock Market Bruce, there's a guy in Europe that rides train cars for free and bids the entire experience in lieu of climbing scary tower bids. This is much better. Fantastic. Matthew, can you choose which countries or groups of countries you want traveling? Yeah, you can. You can buy that Euro pass or Euro Rail pass for, say, Germany, France, Spain, Germany, France, Italy. You can have a Euro Rail pass for just Germany and France, and then you pay for train rides from outside of France back to France or Germany and continue on. There's all kinds of combinations, all kinds. It just never stops. If we get Bruce on the board, maybe GameStop will get into the rail business. The Shinkansen is awesome. That's the Japanese high-speed rail. I would bet you it is. It is pretty darn awesome. And fantastic. What else we got? Where was that comment? I love Spain. I mean, the French love their strikes. So the Germans. I was stuck on the TGV from Marseille to Brussels. That was full to more than capacity once. It all depends on the time of year you're going, and depends on the class of ticket you're going. That's true. Let's see. Cruise, train, river cruise. I'm in. I definitely want to do a river cruise in Europe. I so do as well. Jen and I would like to do that. While in France, I didn't realize the little tickets only lasted the day. I bought a ton of them. Public transportation outside the U.S. is awesome. Thought it would be like New York. I was in Berlin in 8th grade. 2 months later, we saw the wall fall on television. Incredible. Berlin is worth it. Worth a trip. You can fly to Europe and just do Berlin for 2 weeks. That's the only place you go to. You get the London Heathrow, connect to Berlin, stay in Berlin for like 10 days, 2 weeks. There's so much to see in Berlin in the area. You can literally train it out of there, head to Hamburg for a day or two, back to Berlin, and then over to Frankfurt for a couple of days, back to Berlin, and then fly out. Berlin with the wall, the World War II history, the Cold War history, prior to that history. It's incredible. Just an amazing city. The people are phenomenal. It's really a cool place. Yeah, no need to choose Eurorail or Interrail is cheap enough. All kinds of opportunities. Let's see. Eurorail is great. Riverboat gambling down in the Mississippi. Bruce, options questions. If you bought a call with a strike that was $500 out of the money, and the stock moved up to say $200 out of the money, would the contract gain value even if though it never goes in the money? Well, if you have a call that is long enough on, say, GameStop, I'm assuming that's what you're talking about, and you buy the call that is $300 out of the money, and then it moves up to be only $200 out of the money, and there's still a lot of time left on it, it might have more value, but that value will keep shrinking as each day goes by if it doesn't get closer to that $500 strike price. I mean, there are people who have made money on call contracts that are $100 out of the money on GameStop. They bought in when the stock was $110. They bought a $300 call. Then the stock went to $220, and that call went up, several dollars a call. They made money, but you're really gambling everything. I mean, you can lose it all, and that's the chance you take when you're doing out of the money calls. I wouldn't recommend that as a conservative move. That's not a conservative move at all. Anyway, what can I tell you? What's going on here? A Checkpoint Charlie in Berlin. Yeah, Checkpoint Charlie. You go to these museums in Berlin that are the Cold War, the Berlin Wall museums. Fantastic. Oh my gosh, just some really cool ones showing you the tricks that the East Germans and the West Germans used to get people out of East Germany, to smuggle them out. There were all kinds of tricks that they came up with, tunneling underneath, of course, but also doctoring cars, doctoring up trucks, finding ways to sneak people out. It was incredible. Anyway, there you have it. If I took a 2-week trip to Germany, I'd be hungover for 2 weeks, said Matthew. Yeah, Japan during cherry blossom season is the best. Let's see here. And here my plan was to take the kids for a road trip in the U.S. You almost convinced me to stay in Europe. Berlin is uber cool. There you go. Make sure everybody has their passports. Single favorite place to travel to. My gosh, there cannot be a single place. Here we go. Took a cruise from Malmo, Sweden to Lübeck, Germany. It was a great time. I love that Japanese food. Bruce promotes Berlin better than every Instagram hipster, period. They should be paying me, don't you think? I really enjoyed my time there. A neat thing in Berlin that I wanted to do, I've always been interested, and when I found out it was available about 8 years ago, I had to see this place. It is now a museum, but it was the Stasi, the secret police from East Germany, headquarters in Berlin, what was once East Berlin. You can now tour the Stasi headquarters, which is now treated as a museum. Absolutely fascinating and terrifying at the same time. The lengths that the secret police went to observe their own citizens. Scary, so scary. But today, you see this place and you're going, my God. And then you ask yourself, hey, wait a minute. I bet you my own government has exactly the same stuff going on, but they don't call it the Stasi. They call it the CIA or the FBI, or in Canada we refer to it as the what do we call it in Canada? We have a department that we have a secret police department. Every country has it, but the Stasi in Berlin, oh man, is it unbelievable. You want to see what was going on from 1945-ish after the war, right until 1989, right up until when the wall came down. Oh my gosh, unbelievable. Slovenia, by far, had the nicest folks when I was there in 2003 as a Navy sailor. We did a sleeper car out of London to Paris in the 70s. It drove right across a ferry to cross the channel. Not anymore, but yes. What else here? Checkpoint Charlie is a bar in Norway, no line. Bruce, what do you think about Cheesecake Factory? I really make really solid gains, steady on that stock. Well, they're hoping for the coming back to normal trade, but it can be over just as fast. I mean, you can open and then be shut down. Right now, France today went on a national 3-week lockdown. Again, Italy has been on lockdown. I'm waiting for Germany and others to follow. It's coming back. What can I say? Thank you, everybody. Wally's World went on a 1-day to East Berlin. It was like traveling back in time. Malls with empty shelves. Very trippy. That was way back when. East Berlin today is, if you've never been to Berlin before and you're in East Berlin right now, unless you know what you're looking at, you can't tell that you're actually in East Berlin because it doesn't look the same anymore. It's not the same vibe anymore. It's all one big city, Berlin. But when you're there a while and you do your homework, you figure out, oh, this was East Berlin. I know that there's certain things I can tell that tell me I'm in East Berlin. One of them is the walkway, the walk symbol when you cross the street on a green light or a red light. When the green light goes and you have the walk symbol, that's a different walk symbol in East Berlin versus West Berlin. And they've kept it that way because the voters want it that way. You'll also find just other little things that tell you you're in East Berlin versus West Berlin. Some kitschy, some not. Pretty cool. Anyway, before the wall fell, we took the air nightliner Autumn Prague midnight to Dresden. Very impressive. Let's see. I hate flying, but I must admit trains are worse unless we get a bullet train. It makes no sense to me. Thank God that David Hasselhoff broke that wall down. We still adore David Hasselhoff. Way to go, Dave. Never mind stocks and trains and all that stuff. The Yankees and Jays are tied in the season opener, bottom of the ninth. There you go. Hey, kids, pack your bags. We're going on a train to Stockholm, Sweden. Watch a great movie, Lives of Others, about the Stasi. That is a great movie. That is a great movie. My daughter was studying German in school, in university, and she brought that movie home one day for us to watch together, and it was incredible. Yeah, that movie is really, really something. Lives of Others, absolutely. Underground with Bruce, the Mounties, Speakeasies with Bruce, CSIS, that's what we have. The Canadian, CSIS is the Canadian Secret Police, or the secret whatever, the CIA. Scary stuff, CSIS. There it is, CSIS in Canada, that's right. Yeah, we spy on ourselves. We don't admit it, but it's true, we do. What can I say? Called the House of Terror in Budapest, also museum. You need to visit a former KGB jail in Vilnius. Yeah, that would be scary stuff. Secret Police in Canada, the Mounties. Ashley, that sounds pretty wild. I'd rather go under the water. Let's see. Canadian Security Intelligence Services. Yeah, that's what it is. Sounds so innocent. Canadian Security Intelligence Services. Yeah, they spy on us. We spy on ourselves. Well, what can I say? What else? Yeah, they're so nice. We don't even know about them. Cheesecake, are they still around? The outfit, is that here? Got to go back. Lockdowns are terrible. Express train to Stockholm, Denmark. I need to travel more. I go to Chicago every year and to Puerto Rico, but that's about it. Let's see here. Thank you for being with me today. Let's go. Here we go. All workers in West Germany still pay a percentage of their salary to support the East. The East German, the country of East Germany was just bailed out big time by the West. The amount of investment the West has made into the East to bring it up to Western standards after the wall came down, unbelievable. Billions and billions and billions, so much. What can I say? Deutschland, three season of German TV series, Deutschland, 83, 86, and 89. This feels like a crossover show with Traveling with Bruce today. Well, it's, Friday now. It's Thursday night. The markets are closed. The markets aren't open tomorrow. We're kind of hanging out. Kind of appreciate all you tolerating me. There's only 1,200 of us here, so those of you who are here, I hope you're enjoying it. Bruce, are we members of TWB by default? Kind of spooky if they ever sprung a leak. Took a cruise from Rome to Amsterdam and then a train to Heidelberg. Wonderful time. Send blessings to our friends going back into lockdown. Be safe, everybody. Stone Kion Colas. Whatever that means. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Enjoy the long weekend holiday, Bruce. See you Monday. Break the vodka out, Bruce. Wally's World, they call it Solidarität. Okay, whatever that means. We always enjoy your stories. ATM, I've been diversifying everything into GameStop. So busy, hard to focus, strategize on more than one at a time. We had 1,000 likes. Did we get that? Do we have 1,000 likes on my channel? Yeah, we got 1,000 likes, 31 downs, 1,000 ups. Thank you, everybody. Throw me a thumbs up if you can. That would be great. I appreciate those. That's awful kind of you to do that for me. Fantastic. And thank you, all of you, for popping by and seeing me and saying hi to me and everything. I love it, guys. We love it, and appreciate you reaching out to me, guys. This is fantastic. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's see. Fantastic. See what happens here. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Just got approached again by the folks doing that documentary on Netflix. They're looking to film me. They're looking for a date to film me. Isn't that great? I'm excited about that. Yes, don't stop with GameStop. Putting me on camera for the documentary on Netflix. Exciting stuff. Supersonic rail to Stonkford. Long adieus, Bruce, with the Bruce. Bruce, give us 30 to 60 minutes tomorrow. Please, come on, Bruce. Let's see. 90s comics show tomorrow. Woot woot. Enjoy your weekend, Bruce. We want to buy the dreaded stock 90s comic. We want those 90s comics. Congratulations, Bruce. CT, new member. We got a brand new member here. Thank you, CT, for coming in here. This is so nice. Beautiful, guys. Did I miss the package? Someone is asking. Bruce, when investing in SPACs, you recommend, do we obtain warrants or common shares? Just buy the stock. Just buy the common stock. You'll be fine. Thanks for a great show. Have a good weekend, everybody. Make them pay next week's funding. Make them pay. I diversified my portfolio. I have GameStop on Webull, E-Trade, Fidelity, and Vanguard. I got it everywhere. All right. Fantastic. Let's see here. Did you ever see the documentary called Rocky IV that showcased the beginning of the end of the Cold War? I'm not sure I have. Welcome, CT, to the channel as a member. Thank you for this forum. Hologram says, welcome. Been lurking for a long time, says CT, but I'm in now. You are all so great. This is a stock family. AB, my dad had a friend who lived up a small town in Ontario in the 70s. Apparently back then, RCMP regularly would just ditch hoodlums and vagrants out in the wilderness like in Rambo. Owning the stock is all the way, it says Wally's World. Owning the stock all the way. Right on. Fantastic, guys. We will see how it all plays out. Looking forward to this get together regarding the documentary on Netflix. I'm really looking forward to that. Should be a lot of fun. Fantastic. Somebody picked up some stuff on Redbubble. Thank you again for picking up items on Redbubble. I get a royalty every time you do buy something there. Make sure you're using my store if you're picking up this stuff. There are fakers out there claiming to be me selling this. Don't get fooled. Make sure you're buying from Bruce. Bruce Frommert, or Stock Markets with Bruce, or Traveling with Bruce. Make sure, folks, thank you. We get a royalty every time you pick something up over there. And we are so grateful, Jen and I, that you guys do that. That is absolutely beautiful. 190.33 on GameStop. Nothing going on. Complete silence right now. Very quiet. That's the way it is. J. Ray, wife's home. I got to look like I'm doing something productive. You're investigating Eurorail passes for your next vacation with your wife. How about that? I'm heading to my local watering hole for a pint. Great week, Bruce, and I'll see you Monday morning bright and early. There you go, guys. Thank you. Have a great weekend. Daniel saying thank you. As Bruce's personal stock goes up with Netflix and all, probably so does his stock picks. There you go. Gerardo, ciao, Bruce. I heard some voices saying that many SPACs will be heavily shorted after merger. What are your thoughts? I am long, and I don't care. I would be I would not be very worried about shorters. Shorters are shorting stocks that take a real run now before their deal. That's what they're trying to short against. That's what they're trying to catch. But once these mergers go through and these announcements come out, that's when things can be interesting. But I think the first $30, $40 that the shares go to, $30, $40 a share, I don't think it'll be much shorting. It'll be after that. But even then, you can decide for yourself. Have you made enough money? Did you buy at 11 and sell at 40? Did you buy at 12 and sell at 30? Are you happy? How you doing with it? Stock Markets with Bruce. Curious if you and Jen have spent any time in Southeast Asia. Not a second, no. Bucket list for me is to definitely go to Japan. Not so much for Jen, but I want to be in Japan badly. Would love to see other areas of Europe, of Asia. Definitely. I enjoy everybody. T-Bone is saying, Bruce, if you want to go international for people that don't speak English but do Spanish, love to help for those small videos, translation for subtitles. Thank you for that, guys. You have your beer mugs labeled as coffee mugs, but I still bought one. Have fun, everybody, just because. Get some well-deserved rest now, Bruce. Have a good Easter, Bruce. We'll be doing that. Enjoy the weekend, Bruce. See you bright and early Monday. We've got 24 minutes to go for our show today. AB, I noticed some of the SPACs strike straight up like 10, 20 cents in the aftermarket. Any reason why? No idea. Brandon, take care all the time to take the bullet train from Nakatomi Plaza to my yard. Okay, Bruce, where did you find the coconuts? What coconuts are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. J. Ray, hey, Bruce, have a great weekend. I appreciate you sharing your knowledge with us. Later, everybody. Apers, GameStop just released Section 8K, apparently just a Section 8. Let's see what that's all about. We'll take a look here at GameStop and see if there's anything to talk about regarding any kind of SEC filings. Let's take a look over here. And let's see if a filing is coming through the company at all. Waiting for it to upload. There we go. Looking for filings from GameStop through the SEC. Nothing yet. Very quiet here. Nothing there. Nothing there. I've got nada. I got nada, man. I have no filings that I'm aware of. Oh, wait a minute. There's something. 130. No, that's a couple days ago. That's an annual report. No, that was done before. So there's nothing new there. I don't have any filings, guys, on GameStop to worry about. Not sure if someone is GameStop just released Section 8K. I don't know what that means. We'll keep an eye on it. Let's see what happens as we keep going forward. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Here we go. This is fun to watch, says Wally's World. This is fun to watch. Anyone else on lockdown and curfew right now? Japan has a super cool to visit. Really cool. We spent more time in that country than any other in the world. Yes, I would like to see that. And I have a friend who's lived in Nagoya for 25 years. It's on my visit list. Happy Easter, everybody. Bruce, have you been to Easter Island? That's on the bucket list. I have not. Bruce, do you think truck drivers are going to be very busy with the infrastructure package? And not only busy, but will they get paid more? Don't know about paid more, but they'll be busy. Definitely be busy. We'll always be busy. Try South Korea. If you want to be in Japan, come to South Korea too. Is it true that deep in the money calls help to reset the the failure delivers. How does that save them monies? Not sure if that actually avoids it. I'm not sure. That I can't explain. Take the day off from stocks to catch up with your email. I need to do stuff. It would be great to have someone translate your videos to different languages. I can do Spanish. North Korea is on my bucket list. That's a good idea, Raul. Later apers, did Bruce get the mystery package delivered yet? Steve Rush wants to know. We did get something. Stand by. Time out. Don't go away. Let me show you something. Check this out. Where is this? Here. I'll be right back. Check it out. Okay. I'm back. I'm here. I haven't gone away. 4'8" Bruce is back. We did get something in the mail actually the other day. Not sure who sent this though. Got to double check this. Hang on. Just you bear with me, folks. Just hang in. This is from. We got this from Ashley. Ashley sent this. Thank you, Ashley, for sending us something in the mail. We're always watching the mail to see what's coming in. Ashley sent us a lovely letter, and we received. Jen received a pair of butterfly earrings. Look at that, very nice. And then I was sent this copper. These copper hearts. Look at that, Bruce and Jen, Uncle Bruce, Bagels with Bruce, GameStop, GME, and VGAC. All these hearts, all made of copper. Pretty cool. That came in the mail. Cost a fortune to ship up here. My gosh, you guys send me stuff like this. It's a fortune to bring it up through the postal system, but it arrived. These earrings, pretty cool. Thank you so much, Ashley, for this. Ashley Parcells, and appreciate you sending us a kind note, a very nice note, and we enjoyed reading it, and we enjoyed that. Also, we've received receiving postcards from some of you folks. Of course. Some of you folks send me items for one channel versus another, so I'm bringing in from Michigan and elsewhere. Thank you all. The address is right here. You can send anything you want to send us. Just send it here to this address right here. We prefer if you please use this address. It's a P.O. Box, Creston, our main post office, and I have access to it 7 days a week. I can always go in and check stuff out. Fantastic. Box 941, Creston, British Columbia, VOB1GO. And the address should be down below in the description of this video as well, and all my videos. So thank you, all of you, for that. I appreciate these lovely items. We get postcards in the mail. We get, Jen the other day got a couple of tea bags sent to her from somebody, sent her some really nice tea. So that's nice. It's absolutely fantastic. We're all thrilled with it. And we love getting these items. It's just a treat to see that happen. Here we go. Chris R. Homeister. Consider resign employment because citing diminished responsibilities. Is that true, or is this a joke for April Fools? What's going on? Let me double check here. I'm going to take another look. I'm trying to get these filings to show. And I am looking. I do not see any filings that are up to date. So I'm not sure if this is someone trying to pull our leg right now. What's going on? I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know. It's that day of the year, and I'm just gonna we'll just see what happens. Anyway, thank you everybody. For these, for your kind words. If it's an 8K form, it's true. If it's an actual filing, I can't find the filing. I can't find the filing right now. It's an 8K filing. I don't think there. Something's telling me something's not adding up. Something's not adding up. Anyway, there you go. One day at a time, one thing at a time. We'll see what's going on here. Thank you, everybody, for all of you, for hanging out with me and Jen today, Jennifer and I. Appreciate it. I hope you're going to have a good weekend, and hope you have a real nice, relaxing time. If you're visiting with family, I hope you're going to be safe. Hope no one is a super spreader. And hope you're going to have some good food and everything. We'll see what's going on. Yeah. What are Jen's favorite teas? Well, she likes decaffeinated tea. She's not a caffeinated tea drinker, so she'll have like regular, orange pekoe decaf. She likes Earl Grey decaffeinated. She likes rooibos tea, decaffeinated. She tries all kinds of teas, all kinds, but she enjoys the decaf versions because caffeine doesn't sit well with her. Being staring at GameStop candles for months and I'm still stonked. Neat, Bruce. You get some rest. We'll need it. We're in the last 15 minutes of this show, and a little power down will begin. I will take it a bit easier. And I thank you all for popping around. We are at 1,000 thumbs ups today. Thank you, everybody, for that. Appreciate those. That helps a lot. Thank you, all of you who've been popping in to see this show and the earlier show today. I appreciate that as well. Very, very kind of you to spend some time on a Thursday afternoon when there's not a lot going on. Appreciate you guys popping around and hanging out with me. I don't have much to tell you today, unfortunately. There's really not that much going on. It's been a calm day today, and that's the way it is. This tremendous. Thank you. I look forward to seeing some of you this weekend. I'll be visiting with some of you on Saturday and Sunday. Looking forward to visiting with you for these private sessions. If any of you out there if you ever would like to have a one-on-one private session with me, Saturdays, Sundays are the days I do this. Excuse me, I'll set you up on this set right here. We'll be on YouTube together in a private mode. I'll be here, you'll be there, and we have a free-for-all chat, talk about whatever you want to cover. And I charge $400 an hour, US an hour for that. And I'm now booking into late April and May, so the bookings are going out further. But we're doing about 4 on Saturdays and 4 on Sundays, and getting 8 done every week, and just trying to stay on top of it. From time to time, I'll lose track of one of you, and then sometimes someone will cancel, and I get an opening, and then I try to shift somebody who's indicated to me, can you get me in earlier? If there's an opening, let me know, and then I give them a call and send them an email, shift you in as quick as I can. As soon as you've made your payment of your session, you're guaranteed a session. Now it's just a matter of where can I slot you in. We'll give you a slot, and then we'll adjust it if necessary, if we're able to, going forward. So let me know if you would like to be in a 1 hour session. Then we'll set you up. I'm now beginning to book second sessions for people. Actually, I've started now the process of booking people in for a second session because they've had their first one a month ago. They want another one now. Or they had a session 2 weeks ago. They want one 3 weeks from now. They want a second one. So that's been happening too, and that's kind of exciting and very gratifying, of course. Very good, everybody. Not much happening on the market here. 190 on the GameStop, 190.16. There's not much going on. And we do have this resignation coming in here. It's being treated as a real deal. I just can't find the actual announcement. Let me double check something else. I have one other area to go to here. And nope, I have nothing there. I do not have the anything official on that one. How about over there? I'm looking at press releases. Can't find one. I cannot find a press release that confirms what you guys are telling me that the company is doing. Sorry, nothing yet. So maybe later tonight, my other systems here will pick it up, but not showing any filing today by the company? Nothing at all. It's not saying that it didn't happen. It could be happening. It's just not yet showing up on where I go normally to catch these announcements. Double check over here. Boy, AMC down to $9.30 in the aftermarket, is down 6 more cents after losing 85 cents today. Not good. Not good. Pretty rough day for AMC, unfortunately. That is too bad. But the markets did close up. Dow up 171, S&P up 47, NASDAQ up 233. Good day today. Anyway, there you have it. Down to our last 11 minutes, and we're going to shut her down here. And there you have it. Please tell me, Bruce, please tell me your children actually realize how popular you are. We have one daughter, and she's 33 years old. And she knows. She absolutely knows. Love you, Bruce, in this community. You all have a great weekend. She was getting texts, emails, and phone calls in January, in late January and early February, from all kinds of her pals, co-workers from the past, friends, university students she hasn't talked to in months, years, high school friends that she used to go to school, all contacting her. Do you know what's happening with your dad? That's your dad, right? That your dad is blowing up on Reddit. Did you know that? Wall Street Bets. Did you know that? So she was calling us going, you're not going to believe who I heard from now. So yeah, she's absolutely, completely aware of what is happening, and she's finding it absolutely delightful. And then we update her on the latest, and she just shakes her head and goes, I can't believe it. I can't believe it, man. This is great. My dad. Oh my God, this is so amazing. But then she's not surprised. On the other hand, she kind of goes, well, you know, you've always been an out of the box kind of guy. I mean, after all, at age 42, you moved out of Canada, went to the Cayman Islands with us to work there. I mean, how many other dads I know did that? No other dads I know did that. Then we did a 6-month trip from the Cayman Islands to the U.S., to the UK, through Canada, back to the U.S., back to the islands. Took her out of school for a year, homeschooled her for a year. We did all kinds of stuff that other parents didn't do. And so, yeah, she's had a most interesting upbringing, but it's served her well. She's done very well. She's quite doing quite okay. Let's take a look. I've got an email here. GameStop SEC filing detail came through April 1. Document date March 29. Unscheduled material event or corporate event. And apparently there's something to that effect. We're just trying to figure it all out. Anyway, there's definitely been, something's been filed. There's no question about this. Something's been filed. 8K document. And it says here on March 29th, Chris R. Holmister, Executive Vice President and Chief Merchandising Officer of GameStop, notified the company of his intent to resign his employment with the company, citing diminished responsibilities. The company and Mr. Homestetter have commenced discussions for a transition of Mr. Homestetter's responsibilities to other executives, with the expectation that Mr. Homestetter's appointment will terminate during the company's second fiscal quarter of 2021. His resignation will be treated as a resignation for good reason, as defined by his employment agreement, a copy of which is exhibited in this thing. So that's cool. That is what is being released at the moment. So interesting. Yep. Well, you know, some of the folks do not want to join the party, stay with the group anymore, want to move on. I get it. It is a personnel move that has to be. Maybe it's an offer he can't refuse. Maybe got an offer from someone else he can't refuse. You never know. Thank you, Eduardo, for that. A nice job on advising Bruce. Good, cool stuff. Congratulations. SEC website, it's right there. Just got a notification. Someone saying we've got it now. Story time. About some of the craziest things he's seen in his years. Yeah, I've seen some crazy stuff. What can I say? I'm not selling AMC. Okay. Is this good or bad news? Probably neither. It's probably not going to make much of a difference. It's just another official filing, and it shows you that there's changes happening. Maybe it is old people, old management out, new management in. Don't know. What can I say? Bruce, we need a plate with bagel on it so we can eat bagels with you out of one of your plates. That's what we need. He's not a web merchandiser. He is a storefront kind of guy. And he has probably got less and less work to do as the stores are shutting down bit by bit. Maybe that's it too. I don't know. Don't know. Whatever it is, it is. The company is transitioning. That we know. The company is definitely transitioning. And there will be more adjustments to the team. There will be more adjustments. Getting younger people, that's what might be happening there. Yeah. I saw The Big Short. What were you doing those days? Did you get to witness it all front row? The Big Short. I was in California when the housing crisis was evolving, and I saw housing prices go stupid for years. We witnessed this, Jen and I. We could not believe what people were getting for their houses when they were listing them. We couldn't believe what people were paying for houses, not only where we were in the Palm Desert, Palm Springs area, but all over California, Arizona, Nevada. Then we were watching the national story. It was insanity. We couldn't believe it. Yeah, that was really something. Was her help? Neither. Nothing wrong with the move. It's just a move. It's just a change. Anthony, change is good. People that don't know gaming or market types are the ones who know the way. Wally Way, I witnessed this firsthand. Was that 08? It started in about 03, 04. That's when the prices started to go up. And every year it kept going and going. It wasn't going stupid at the beginning, but it got stupid later. And it got to the point where anyone could get a mortgage. No job, no income. No, you could still get a mortgage. It was ridiculous. They had what they call those ninja loans. No job, no income. No due diligence, no credit checks. People were buying a home that was priced at $450,000. They would get a $500,000 loan against a $450,000 house. And the $50,000 over and above would pay off their credit cards and their car loans. And now they would have a $500,000 balloon payment 5-year deal where the payment on this would be low, $1,800 a month. And they would replace all the debts they were paying that was $2,500 a month. And now they had a house thrown in on the whole thing. And so they would move out of an apartment or a condo and move into a home. And they were paying, this low payment. And they had no other debts. All of a sudden they looked great. And then what would happen is 6 months later, these folks would buy a second house, and they would buy a second house for $400,000, $500,000, get a $50,000 additional loan on it, cheap teaser rates. They would have this $50,000. They'd buy themselves a new car, and they'd buy new furniture, and then they would rent the second house, and they were making money on the rental. At least they were trying to. And then they would leverage into a third, and it was just the craziest thing. It was wild times, and the interest that you paid was a write-off, and whatever improvements you did on the house was a write-off. People would rent out homes and furnish it, and they would write that off against their taxes. And 04, 05, 06, it was just go. You were crazy if you weren't in on it. It was that ridiculous. Some people had 5 houses. They had 8 condos, 3 townhouses, 4 houses, living in one, renting them, flipping them, just turning them over, making a $50,000 profit, an $80,000 profit. You bought a house for 400, financed it for 450, sold it 2 years later for 500,000. You made a $50,000 gain on a house you used to owe 50,000 more than it was worth. That's why the bankers just kept lending this money. I mean, come on in. No one can lose. It was unsustainable, and that's exactly how it went down. When it ended badly. And what can I say? In 1981, I bought a house, had 19% interest. I remember those years. I remember having a car loan at 13.25%, and I felt lucky. And I remember having a personal loan. It was a $30,000 loan at 14% interest, and I was grateful because I had knocked off credit card debt at 24% to turn it into 14%. But I paid that loan off early. It was a 5-year loan. I had it paid off in 2.5 years. I just dedicated myself to getting out of debt way back at those days. Those are crazy days. Bruce, the housing prices is just as crazy now. We all witnessed it firsthand. It was worldwide. Brandon Boyle, really, really good, just learning up the ice cream cone tweet. That was crap interest in those days. I bought the last house in town. I lived in at the peak. It cost me big. In Canada, is it illegal for banks to put depositors' money on the stock market without their consent? Isn't that the reason 2008 hit the U.S. badly and Canada hardly at all? Canada had much tighter mortgage requirements. You needed a 20% down payment. If you didn't, you had to have insurance. You had to have your first mortgage insured. And so if you put down only 10%, you would need insurance from the government of Canada, the Canadian Mortgage Housing Association. And so we had a lot of Canadians that weren't experiencing the same run-ups in value because it was much more difficult to get a mortgage. We didn't have these balloon deals and teaser rates and 110% financing stuff. We didn't have that, so it wasn't quite as wacky. There were still prices that came down, but nothing like in the U.S. It was nuts. It took me years to rebuild my credit. It was almost like getting a student loan is today. It was insanity. Interesting. Thanks to the info. I need to watch that. I was too young to know what was going on. The Big Short. You want to watch that movie? You definitely want to watch that movie, and you want to pause it and rewind it if you don't understand it. Just watch it again. Because they do try to explain it to you, what's going on. It was unbelievable. Chris, probably leaving us. Tom Peterson will take over as VP of merchandising. That could be it. Ashley, sorry to hear that. Hopefully this GameStop experience will get you way past even buy and hold. We got Ashley. Hey, Ashley, there you are. After the crash, I got my 15-year mortgage to get out of it and not lose everything. Ashley, thank you for being here. I own my 2 homes. My son lives in one, and he pays the payments, laughing out loud. I remember all the TV commercials on low payments. Yeah. I'm a diamond hand now. I lost everything back then, says Ona. That back then. Ashley, this is the way. Lost house car, laugh out loud. Bruce, this is the time you take a nap. Yeah, we're done. I got to go. Housing prices going up, and yes. Our house is going up in value here dramatically. Our housing prices in little old Creston. People want to get out of the big city, and they want to come to a small town and be distanced from the world. They're coming here. You can work out of this house is what I'm doing. Anyway, there you go. Thank you, everybody. I've been house hunting for 2 years. Prices are rough. People weren't paying interest only. They weren't paying interest only. That's right. In Spain, in theory, LTV 80%. So banks inflated appraisals. I've never owning a house out of principal, rent, and investment. Canada's prices are rising quicker than the U.S. right now. I believe it. I thought housing prices were bad in my area until I looked at Canada. Yikes. Yep. The houses around these parts are gone up. Lumber is up 25% due to COVID shutdowns. And there's all kinds of duties being placed on Canadian lumber coming into the States. The U.S. labor boys have tied up America and are screwing Americans. You guys are getting hosed. While your own industries, they've managed to try to shut Canadian imports off. Too bad for you guys. What can I say? You should see the insane housing prices in LA, especially on the west side where I live, Malibu. It's completely bonkers. Philly Flasher, have a good break, Bruce. Thank you, everybody. There it is. I'm going to say goodbye now. I'm going to say have a great night. Keep an eye on my channel over the weekend. There'll probably be some videos coming up this weekend, so keep an eye open for that. We'll be on the air Monday morning, of course, as always. I went to a little town and bought a beautiful brick home, 3-bedroom, 3-bath for $60,000. Now it's worth $250,000. John, man, I bought my house like as I was DFV buying GameStop at $3 a share. That's how I bought my house. Wally, thanks, Bruce, Jen, and all. Stay safe. See you Monday. Happy Easter. Nacho Libre, Thomas, the union reps and execs, almost worse than the company, man. Happy holiday to you all. Thank you, guys. Have a great Easter. We'll see you for sure on Monday, but otherwise, keep an eye tomorrow and Sunday. And tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and we'll see if we can pop stuff up. Thank you, guys. Enjoy the long weekend. Happy Easter. Have a good 3-day weekend. Take care. Hi to Jen. Have a great Easter, Bruce and Jen. We love you guys. And precisely watching your channel by doing so, I got to understand most of what was said in the movie, which leads me to wonder who's going to bail the hedgies out of this nonsense. Oh my! Thanks for the great week, Uncle Bruce. Have a great weekend, Bruce. Be careful. Grizzlies are waking up in your neighborhood. Join a union. Workers deserve decent pay and rights. Have a nice weekend. Take care. Happy Easter. Happy thing. Susan M. Preach a goodbye, Bruce. Thank you. Happy Easter. Have a great weekend. See you later. Telecommuting totally changed the real estate market. Thank you, everybody. By watching your channel, by doing it, I get to understand what's going on. Thank you. Telecommuting. Thank you, guys. All right, that's it. I gotta go. See you later. Okay, bye for now. Thank you.